welcome to SteamPunk. This is your host, SteamPunk Bob, and today we're going DEFCON... well, DEFCON something. I guess that depends on if the game's good or bad. However, let's lay this ground rule from the start. DEFCON 5 is completely uninteresting, peacetime preparedness. DEFCON 1 is an imminent nuclear attack. DEFCON 5 is not a scary situation. I'm just tired of seeing movie characters say, "Oh man, this is serious, DEFCON 5!" Alright, that's out of my system. So, DEFCON. DEFCON is a real-time strategy game, basically. Unfortunately, I kinda suck at real-time strategy. See, I like my action games fast and reactive. Hotline Miami or Savant Ascent are good examples of this. There may be some level of overarching strategy, but most of the nuts and bolts of the gameplay need to be intense and adrenal. Strategy games, on the other hand, I want to be slow, methodical. In XCOM, Enemy Unknown, I can spend an hour deciding if I want to advance to a better piece of cover. If I'm going to really take that shot, I don't necessarily need unlimited time, but I want to feel like time is not the limiting factor. I want my in-game resources to be my limitations. Real-time strategy games exploit my brain's weaknesses in this respect. They're too slow to really be a good action game, but I have to react way too fast for my brain to be able to play them like they're turn-based, and then all of a sudden, oh crap, let me have a gun, get in there, I'll fight him myself! I have fond childhood memories of Age of Empires 2, but not because I was good at it. At least in Brutal Legend, I could get in there with an axe when things started going wrong. It may not have been a focused game that did anything well, but at least it fit with my skill set. DEFCON is either black comedy, gallows humor, or something similar and just as disturbing. We start off at DEFCON 5, and you can place your strategic assets. Most important are your nuclear silos, but you also have radar installations and airfields on land, as well as fleets of ships. Your ship types are divided into battleships, carriers, and submarines. At DEFCON 4, you can see enemy units, though generally all you can see at this point is enemy ships. You might see an enemy airbase or a radar installation if it's close to your borders, but you can't send any fighters out scouting, so it's unlikely you'll see anything else, really. DEFCON 3. This is where conventional war breaks out. You can no longer place buildings or ships, so hopefully you got them slapped down already. Air and naval combat is allowed, and you're inevitably going to sacrifice a few fighter pilots to scout enemy territory in order to know where enemy nuke silos are if you're going to preemptively strike them, for example. DEFCON 2 has no real changes to the rules. It's just there because there's got to be a DEFCON 2, damn it! And DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1. At DEFCON 1, the president or the pope or the premier or whatever other power positions precariously ponder pushing puissance painfully upon pitiful populations of people authorize nuclear attacks. Your fighters will try to draw anti-aircraft fire away from your nukes. When you launch a nuke from a silo or sub, that resource's location is globally known instantly. Silos also serve as your only defense against nukes, but not while they're in launching mode. Default score mode gives you 2 points for kills, -1 points for losing your own civilians. I can't react! Oh, there's nukes everywhere! Where do my cities go? Ah! Help!
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
Yeah, the game is very heavily styled after war games. The vector graphics look like a more stylish version of the simulations in the movie, and the game even asks me on the title screen,
How about a nice game of chess.
DEFCON has a lot of strategic depth to it, and I assume that someone who isn't rubbish with RTS games can actually, well, not win exactly, more like lose less than I do. I assume that DEFCON is probably one that I could get better with. At its slowest speeds, it is slow compared to a lot of RTS games. In my first draft at this script, I had a quip that my win likelihood is in the same odds bracket as winning the lottery, without buying a ticket. But then, this game here where I'm playing as Africa, I did actually manage to win. As much as you win this game, I guess. It was against 2 AI players, but something. I guess I would feel more in control and less helpless if I were playing a game of chess, but you know what? That's not the point of this game. This is a game where New Delhi hit 2.1 million dead, Detroit hit 3 million dead, Rome hit 6 million dead. It's just a minor inconvenience. These people don't matter. All that matters is vaporizing more of them than they do of you. This game gives me a terrifying paranoia whenever I play it. And even though it's not still the Cold War, this game is far more frightening to me than, say, Dead Pixels or Resident Evil. The entire game is played as if you're giving orders to a war computer from a bunker 8 miles underground. The game doesn't rub your face in it and scream booga booga boo in your ear. It just waits till you watch a nuke land and Moscow hit 5 million dead. And it draws no reaction from you until you look back at yourself and cringe. It's entirely atmosphere. It's not just terrifying directly from the subject matter. It's also frightening because you look back on yourself, see how you sat in that chair and thought, it's just 10 million people. I can make up for it if I land a nuke in Johannesburg and Berlin. What the hell is wrong with me? That is the scariest part of this game. Damn it, another game with heavy horror elements that I apparently should have saved for Halloween. Okay, 2 more details. 1, if nuclear war breaks out, try and run to Australia. Every single wild animal may be poisonous and evil, but Australia doesn't get involved in nuclear war. Seriously, the 6 playable powers are North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Russia, and Southeast Asia. Australia gets a free pass. 2, I may not be very good at DEFCON, but I have a lot of fun with its sequels. Okay, they may not be official sequels, but I like them. Yes, I know they weren't made by Introversion. Okay, yes, 2 of the canon sequels were released before DEFCON, but damn it, I still love Fallout. Anyway, this is SteamPunk Bob, out.